Hey, YouTubers, Taz Man here, bringing you another episode of PC Building Simulator. And I think, let's see what we have to go. So we do have one more machine coming. Oh, we're building one. That's right, we're building a brand new one, which is always fun. Now, in my last episode, at the very end, I kind of mentioned a lot of these are kind of the same. They are constantly upgrading the game. Let's just go ahead and get it to be tomorrow. They are constantly upgrading the game, which is very nice. But I want to keep my... this is where we're putting the other one, right? Yep. I want to keep my channel fresh and exciting for you guys. This is the timed one too. We have 11 days to upgrade the graphics card and upgrade to 8 gigs of RAM. Shouldn't be too hard. Let's do this. But anyway, like I was saying in my last episode, towards the end I did mention, you know, that it's a lot of repetitive stuff. We've kind of seen, I think, almost all the different types of scenarios. They probably will have more coming out later on. But right now, that's just what they have. So let's see. We did get the specs, it looks like, for our system that needs to be able to play Farm Sim. You know, a funny thing about that is, let me just write this down real quick. So we need to double the team red, the team group, I mean. Team, T-A-M, G-R-O-U-P, T, Force. Dark red. Dark. And we know the big important part is make sure we get the megahertz right. Otherwise we end up with beast RAM. No. Wasn't it beast RAM we had put in? I can't remember. 4 gigs. And 2400. Okay, so that will be our RAM we need to upgrade. We also, looks like this is a super cheapy card, so it's not going to take much to upgrade this. GIGA Gigabyte, GeForce, GT, 1030, OC, 2 gig. Okay, so there we go. There's our 2 things we have to get for that. Excuse me. We have 11 days to do it, and I'm not too worried. Wow, did they reset like the settings and stuff? Tool upgrade options, save menu options down here. No, look, my music is like way down, but look sensitivity is way down too. Zoom sensitivity, don't care about. Oh, I gotta excuse me. I sneezed as I. Excuse me. All right. Apply and back. In most games, they must just. I mean, look how low we had that volume. They must just be incredibly blaring. I always turn volumes down on music. But holy cow. Okay, so we don't need our email right now. Let's go ahead and go into here. We need a graph card, and all we have to do, the thing to beat would be a, what did I say it was? It was a gigabyte? GIG? Yeah, I think it was that. Because it's this guy right here. So it looks like to upgrade it, this is it's a lower core frequency. Memory frequency is an upgrade. The length is an upgrade, so if they think that's awesome. And how much power it draws is an upgrade. We're going to take a chance on it. So there we go, grab that. Let's go grab some memory. We wanted, not giga. We needed team, right? And we need dark red. 4 gigahertz, 8.21 gigawatts. Let's see, I think that's it right there, right? T4 Stark 4 gigs, 2400. Yes, only 40 bucks, not too bad. So it looks like 190. We'll get this in mañana. Technically, we could even do the 3 to 5 because maybe we should try. Nah, I don't care. Not that big of a deal. Okay, so there we go. There's that. Now, so with our farm sim, in order to do farm sim, we had to have 4 gigs of RAM, 2 gigs on the video card, 6 gigs minimum on the hard drive, I believe. We needed at least an AMD Ryzen 3 quad-core 1200 CPU, it looked like. And then the AMD R9 372 gig video card, which takes care of the video RAM. So let's just go start. We're going to look at the motherboard. Well, no, let's go start with CPU. Get rid of this. And yeah, let's filter to Ryzen 3. RYZEN 3. So basically we have these two. So the things we need to really pay attention to with the motherboard would be that it has AM4 socket. If it has, what is it called, the Sky something or other, that's for the Intel socket, and then we'd end up just wasting money. So in order to play this, they need at least this quad core, which is kind of nice, the 1200. So I think we'll go ahead and we will get that, and I'm also going to put that its socket is AM4. So socket is AM4, because that's going to be important. Also, when we get to the motherboard, we'll be able to see which memory it's actually compatible with. I'm not sure, I think, well, the megahertz definitely seems to be something that tells us what RAM we can have. So there's 150. Now, as I recall, this guy said that he's giving us like 900 bucks. So we want to keep it under 900. So now if we come in here, so the Lake ones, I think it's Sky Lake and Cabby Lake. There's Sky Lake right there. Those are Intel processors. So if we're looking for ones with AM4, we could just type that in here, AM4, and this should show us. Nope, they don't let you filter off that field. So here we have an AM4 for 210. No thank you. Here's an AM4 for 185. Here's one. This one is Skylake. Here's 110. Oh, so anyway, what I was going to say was a funny thing. I might do this 110 one. 190. So if we look here, it says DDR4 RAM is needed for it. Now, sometimes it doesn't matter the actual megahertz as long as you match it. And that's kind of what's been happening in our other thing. Anyway, what I was going to say is, so after last episode where we're like, oh, they want to be able to play Farm Simulator. Well, I was on my Steam store, and like their Monday morning type of thing, they show you all the new, they have a whole page of deals, you know, and like the very top one, Farming Simulator 2017, and I was like, oh my heck, I didn't really completely realize that was a real game. Although, I mean, a lot of this stuff is based off of real stuff, so I mean, all the brands and stuff is all real. So it looks like it's not carrying. We just need DDR4. So let's go ahead and add that in here to DDR4. So I think we're going to go ahead and get this guy. So now we're at 260. Generally, when you're doing a system, the motherboard and processor are your most expensive components. Well, nowadays, depending on your video, it can be the most expensive, but a lot of times your CPU actually is usually one of the more expensive ones, unless it's AMD. They usually are cheaper. So let's go ahead and look at memory. DDR4. I think everything's DDR4. And it didn't necessarily say the clock speed we needed on it. So I would say, I'm just seeing real quick if there's anything that's not DDR4. It looks like everything's DDR4. The Sheen stuff is pretty cheap. Where's that Sheen stuff? Super value. That's not bad. Oh, there's Sheen. Sheen 2 gig. He needed at least 4 gigs of RAM, so we could do 2 of these 2040 or 1 of these, which is 35. I think we'll do the one. DDR4 2133. I think that's good. So let's do that. So that takes care of, what have we got so far? So on my thing, we've got RAM, we've got our CPU, and we got our motherboard. We need a case. I'm not sure. We might have to go make sure the motherboard is going to be compatible with it. So let's go look at our motherboard again, which was this 110. Can't remember which one it was. Can we do it this way and go here and have it take us back to the motherboard? Yes. Okay, so it looks like we are looking for what kind of motherboard it is. Usually they'll say it's ATX or something like that. It might be that all these fit, but I'm not gonna risk it. Is that a 2-way? Athlon, DDR4, USB. Ultra fast PCIe. Has built-in audio. Built-in network. USB. Smart Fan 5. Huh. I think most of these seem like it didn't actually mention. Wait, let's go back real quick. I can't. Was it up here? No. Sometimes they also have it in the actual name. This is going to be taking a bit of a risk then. The other thing we need is make sure we get a fan for our CPU. Where'd cases go? So cases, mid tower. PSU is 200, GPU length 3, CPU fan height is 155. So these are the big things to keep track of here, because your power supply unit can be really big or really small or medium or something. This is the video card length. That seems like it's going to be fine. And then the CPU fan height is how tall is that fan we're sticking in. So I'm going to write these down and say PSU 200. Then we have GPU, which is the graphical processing unit. And that one is 380. And then we have CPU fan, CPU, which is central processing unit. That's 155. So we don't want to go tall, otherwise we won't be able to get that in there. So let's go verify our length of our video card. Oh wait, we didn't do a video card yet. Perfect. But we do have a restriction on our video card, so we need to make sure that it's going to fit. So this is the Radeon, RADEON. So the one they recommend is the 2 gig R9, maybe RA. I can't even read my own writing here. Then 370. It looks like an R9, R7, R9. Better not be a stinking expensive one. 380. 290. I don't see it. 380, 380, 290, 280, 370. That's it right there. So this is the one they want. and it is a length of 258, and our length that we could have is 380. So that's good. 410. We're halfway, and we don't have very many items. Okay, so that's that. The PSU, our power supply unit. Let's do our fan next. CPU cooling. Go ahead and delete you. So this guy's 150. First, we need to see AM4. So these are all good. AM4. We're just gonna get the cheapest that we can get. 33, 33. They're all. Oh, there's a 20. Who are you? You're pretty ugly, but we're not looking for pretty. AM4, so that's good. 125. That is within the 155, so we're good there. I think we're doing that guy. Ooh. AM4. Height is 40. Never mind, we're doing you because you're cheaper. So AM4, we've got 40, which is well under the 155. Let's do that. Okay, so now we have a, do we have a case? No, we don't have a case yet. We just need to make sure we can get all the stuff we need. Then we need a PSU, so our power supply unit. And these are all nice and short, which we can do under 200 is fine. So let's go look at a cheap power supply unit. There's a $20, I like that. So this Power King here, 140, we need 200, I think that's good. Okay, so let's see, now we've got our video card. We know, did we get the video card? Yes, we did. So we got our video card. We got the fan for that. Motherboard. Oh, we need the case now. So this first case, which was only 60. And I don't think we came down here, did we? No. Ooh, there's a 40. PSU 220. Wow, that's a long one. GPU length. That's a long one. Actually, all three should fit within this guy. And he's cheaper. We like cheaper. Okay, so did that add? Yes, it did. Okay, so now let's just think real quick. So we have our case. We put on our motherboard. Put in our CPU fan. We put in our RAM. We put in our video card. We need a hard drive. I'm just looking down this list also, see if there's anything else. I don't think so. I don't think we actually have to buy cables. Unless you want special cables colored and stuff, and I don't care about that. So it wants a minimum of 6 gigs. So whatever the smallest hard drive we can get, or the cheapest, $20 for 120, that's pretty good. Let's see, $30, $250. $80 for 120. Wait, what was that? Oh, that was 20. I'm like, oh, that's up. All right, so I think $20 right there. I think that's good enough. Good enough for government work, right? So that covers the 6 gigs, since that's all they're going to have on it, plus the operating system, which basically fits on a thumb drive, so that's really small. Okay, so we're at 19 minutes, and I think we have everything we need. We have a graphics card, we have CPU, motherboard, we have memory, storage, we have power supply, we have a case, we have the thing. I guess we could get a case fan just to help the flow of air and stuff. They're super cheap. I mean, there's a $10 one right there, $10 one right there. 60. This one has a higher for 10, 14, 13. Yeah, let's get a case fan just to be nice. And depending on the case, you can actually put in quite a few case fans, but we'll only put it in. just a single, I think. The power supply kind of has a fan built into it that helps pull air out also, so that's pretty good. Okay, I think we're good. So we're at 510, which is just barely over the halfway mark. So here is everything we're getting. 510. I think we're good. Boom. Bye, money. I'll miss you. So now we did order that other stuff, right? I think we did, yeah. Yeah, because we have... Oh, did I do the 3 to 5? I think I did. Well, that's only $10 shipping, so that's actually okay. Because this is going to be what we need for this other system that we're just putting in RAM and stuff. Alright, well guys, we are out of time. Designing our own little system here ended up taking all our time. But hopefully you learned something important and that you enjoyed it still. Kind of the process of what we need to do. Let's see, I don't have... Let's just go check our inventory, what we actually have on us. Cables. It says we can sell them. Graphics cards. So we could sell... Now I think we tried using one of these used ones on someone's thing and it had a hissy about it, wouldn't let us do it. So I'm not going to do that. We have an old Ryzen core. No motherboards. We do have a little bit. That's a new memory. I should have looked. You guys probably were shouting at your screen because it wanted 4 gigs of DDR RAM. We could have just thrown this in because we bought that on accident. I'm going to keep that. Nothing in there. No power supply, no CPU, no case fan, and no parts. Well, there are parts, but that's okay. Alright, so let's go to the door and do our thing. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Aside from that, comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Check out my Discord and my other channels. And don't forget about my great big game giveaway. When I hit 1,000 subs on this channel, I'm going to be giving away 57 Steam games. Also, when I hit 500, which I think I'm 56 away from, I'm going to be giving one lucky sub their choice of game. They can choose any game on Steam that they want that is up to $60. So that should be cool. Drink a little water real quick. Wet my whistle. Okay, so that's it. Said everything else. So until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.